Hello YouTube, this is Patrick Jones again. This has been a very interesting week lately. Recently, they've been talking about the Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. Frankly, I'm actually excited about this fight. I normally have not, in my words, have not really cared about this boxing generation because I believe, the fights are getting dull and weak. But this time, it's going to be different because people have been using propaganda a lot better during this fight. Now, the fight hasn't happened. It's on May 2nd. I don't know where it's at, but I know it's May 2nd. My opinion about the fight is it's great. I think Manny Pacquiao is going to win, but it's not going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be like, oh, 3 rounds, it's over, Mayweather's not going to get out of the corner. Now, things always happen, who knows. But I'm just saying what I believe. This is some facts and some incidents that's been happening lately. Now, there was an incident that happened maybe a few days ago where they were interviewing Floyd Mayweather about, his training, how he feels about the fight. And all of a sudden, while they're interviewing, he says, I'm better than Muhammad Ali. If you don't know who Muhammad Ali was, he was the 3-time heavyweight champion of the world who was one of the fastest heavyweights ever. I mean, in his prime, he barely got hit. He was knocked down maybe, I think once in his fight, once when he was in his prime, I believe. And even when he was knocked down, he still got back up. He was insanely fast. He was basically a very, very fast fighter. He was the heavyweight version of Sugar Ray Robinson. I will get to him on another day. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, in my opinion, Manny Pacquiao's got to win because I'm just saying, in my opinion, the fight world has gotten terrible. Now, I'm not a professional fighter. I'm still in training I'm still in training a little bit. But I've studied mostly every boxer that has come to name, like Henry Armstrong, Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson, Gene Tunney, Primo Carnera, Max Baer, James Braddock, Joe Louis, Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Leon Spinks, Michael Moore, George Foreman, and Muhammad Ali, and Evander Holyfield. All those boxers. The boxers that basically heavyweight and lower than that. Oh, and, a few other ones that I'm not going to name right now. But anyway. It just makes no sense what Floyd Mayweather said. He said he's better than Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson. Let me explain who Sugar Ray Robinson is. Sugar Ray Robinson was the welterweight and the middleweight champion of the world. And he won the middleweight title, I forgot the year, it was Jake LaMotta. He was so close on winning that lightweight title, light heavyweight, so close. Ended by TKO. Anyway, my opinion is Manny's gonna win because you have speed, power, and defense. Those are mostly the main 3 things, and stamina, of course. Floyd, in my opinion, has probably been pushed to his limits, but never been to a point where his opponent is about to kill him, basically. He has been pushed to his limit by the retired and renowned Oscar De La Hoya. Now, that was a very powerful fight. And his nickname was Golden Boy, but, whatever about that. Anyway, the reason why I see that this fight is a very interesting fight is because the past years, there's never been champions of, back in the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s. like some examples: Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lee, Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, and Gene Tunney. There hasn't been a champion like that who's fought the best, defeated the best, lost the best, and then refought them and beat them for their title. Now, it all goes for show that this fight is it's going to be an interesting fight. That's all I can say. But my opinion is on Floyd Mayweather. He just seems like somebody who just needs to get his ass beat. I'm not saying I could beat him. I don't know. But anyway, it's sad how you can say that Muhammad Ali never went through any harsh times. I mean, he had to deal with fighting Joe Frazier 3 times. She lost the first time, but defeated him twice. Then had to fight Ken Norton, who basically broke his jaw, and he survived, I believe, like 11 rounds with a broken jaw, was still fighting. Now that's pretty bad. And then had to fight Foreman, who defeated Joe Frazier and Kenny Norman with direct ease. It was insane. But it's sad, really. I think Floyd Mayweather Sr. probably never had that discussion with his son saying, once you become a champion, don't diss any other champion, past champions like Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson. Now, on the other hand, he does have a few points a little bit. You know, he can diss a few champions. He can say what he wants to, but at the end, he's got to back it up. Because all those champions that talk smack about their opponent backed it up. Now Manny Pacquiao, I've never heard him talk smack, but if he has, he's probably backed it up too. People say, oh, he's lost 5 times. He's going to be an easy opponent. Wrong. The reason why I say that, 3 of those times were knockout. 2 of them were point decisions. Now, point decision, if you don't know, it's basically where at the end of the fight, if no one's been knocked out, or the doctors or judge hasn't ended the fight, it's where all the judges basically, you know, they tally up the points and they say, you know, oh, who won, so that's what basically point decision is. But it's just, you know, people say Floyd Mayweather is going to say undefeated. He may say undefeated. He may break, you know, the Joe Louis record. He may break the Rocky Marciano record, which, if you don't know, that Rocky Marciano was a fighter in the, I believe, the 50s and 40s, who was the only heavyweight to stay undefeated. But, you know, that's another weight division. But Floyd Mayweather runs away from powerful opponents. He's never fought somebody who could outpunch him. But, you know, believe what you want to, and, you know, you just gotta watch the fight on May 2nd. Signing off, Patrick Jones.